This here is my very new sewing machine. When I say new, I just mean that I just got it yesterday. It's secondhand and it's Donna. I got it for 99 euro at the Singer shop, and this will be what I'll use for the time being. I wanted something cheap yet good, like sturdy, you know? And while this one is a lot smaller than mine, it still has the weight, and that's gotta mean something. I don't know much about this machine. We're just gonna be working on it together. Now, it's been a while since I've made a new project, so I just wanted to start off with something very simple and, you know, give this bad boy her first test run. This machine comes with a bunch of different settings that I don't think were honestly available on my Singer back at home. It'll take some getting used to, of course, but it also comes with some features that I'm still familiar with, like the bobbin on the inside and the foot on the top, obviously. It has these 3 dials on the right side of it. I know that one of them, the very top, is to put the needle up and down from the sewing machine. The second one, I think, is to adjust Actually, I have no idea. The third one, I couldn't even give it a good guess, to be honest. Thankfully, it also does come with some accessories. Since it's secondhand, the previous owner left a bunch of accessories that are available to me to use at my disposal. Thankfully, it comes with some bobbins that are already rounded for me, a zipper foot, and another little foot that I actually don't know how to use. I just thought I'd take a minute to review this little machine because I've never had it before. This is gonna be my first time using Donna. So yeah, we're gonna be learning together. Okay, now I'm done being boring explaining it. Let's get to the real meat of the video. This is my first project since I've gotten here, right? And I wanted to do something pretty simple, but I also wanted to do something like for the beach because I will be going to the beach a lot. And I wanted to take advantage of the beautiful nature of this country. So I want to do as many projects as I can, to be honest. Like I said, this will be the first easy project. I've drawn up something for this project. It's just a simple flowy dress that's cinched on the bodice, and then it kind of flows out once it gets to your waist. And then also on the sleeves, it'll be out as well. Though in my head, I designed this myself. This design probably has existed for decades, to be honest. Also, side note, where I am, it's hace mucha calor. I don't know if I said that right, but it's very hot here. So in order to make this a fall type dress, you're gonna wanna put something underneath it so that you can be more concealed. So this is very much for layering. A dress for layering. Yes, indeed. I just have to figure out how much fabric I need. I don't want to be going back and forth because I'm out of fabric. I'll figure it out. Don't worry. Well, let's get started. Okay, so I measured it kind of in a really bad way, to be honest, but I kind of just put together a long dress and the sleeves of a shirt that I have to kind of get a picture of what I'm going to be dealing with. What I got from that was 43 inches by about 60 inches, more or less. And then I need to double that 43 inches. So it's more like 86 inches by 86 inches by 60 inches. Okay. And then I'm going to have to convert that actually into meters because that's what they work with here. Hopefully that'll be okay. If you don't know, I'm doubling it because the 43 by 60 is just one side and we need both sides of the dress. Let's see. I might get one more yard just to satisfy myself. I don't know. I don't know why I feel so iffy about that, but let's just go and see. Let's see what happens. I wear the same 2 dresses every day. I mean, that's slow fashion for the lady. That is slow fashion. Every single time I go out, I am always so sleepy. But we don't have time for that. Fabric, check. Sewing machine, check. Thread, check. I ended up getting 3 meters knit fabric, super cute. And then because it was discounted, I also got a bunch of this for €10. This is a nice stretchy fabric, and it'd be perfect to put underneath for a more fall dress. Now that I have all that out of the way, it is essential for us to start on the pattern so that we can start making this thing right away. I forgot to mention in that really blurry clip that I also got this to finish off all of my edges. What I'm gonna do is just fold it on the edges and put it all the way through. I thought that I'd add this, just to give it a little pizzazz, a little flair, But obviously, if you don't get that, you could just fold it and sew around it. Okay, let's get started. Okay, let's go. Hello guys. So this is what I have so far. I sewed this little ribbon thing, to clean up the raw edges, right? And I didn't know this, but apparently it's when you sew it on, it stretches it out a lot. It actually stretched out a lot, and it's not like here like it was anymore. It just looks like it's stretched out, okay? Instead, what I'm gonna do is it's gonna be like this. This was not the intended goal of this dress, but sometimes we just gotta make do. And because of this, I've gotta take in the armpits up there as well. And then the length as well, it's not like exactly where I wanted it to be for the length. I wanted it this is such an awkward length. It's right above my ankles. It has to be touching my feet. I guess I didn't measure it correctly because the sides are at the good length, at the length that I want it to be, but not the middle. I mean, I could say that was a designer's choice, but I'd be lying. And then the sleeves, they don't flare as much as I thought they would. They just kind of look a little sad, to be honest. Things didn't really go my way. That's what I'm trying to get at here. But I'm gonna try my best to stay happy and positive. I mean, it's not a bad dress. If I didn't tell you all the mistakes that it had, you'd be like, oh, that's a pretty nice dress. But because I told you, I don't know. I shouldn't assume. But yeah, I don't know. And then my raw edges are out right now because I'm French seaming this because I love a good French seam. If you don't know me, I love a good French seam. If you know me, congrats. So all I have left for this dress is to finish these edges, take in the armpits, and then finish the edges down here too, and then I'm done. Okay, let's get to work. So, I cut it. Let me just premise by saying this. I didn't mind the high-low that was going on with the high in the front and then the low in the sides. I was gonna keep that. But the problem was it was longer on this side than it was on the other side. So I thought that maybe I'd cut it so that they can all be even. And then I just ended up with this length. I'm really confused on how that happened, but I'm not super mad at it because it's a fine length, you know, like it's okay. Like I don't mind this length. I also feel at this length, it makes it, I don't know, it makes the skirt part of it kind of look a little bit better in my opinion. Anyway, also I just want to say, don't cut it while it's on your body. It's literally so many times I cut, like when I was cutting here, I cut the actual sleeve and I had to kind of like patch it back up. Make sure you take it off your body before you start cutting. But yeah, this is where I'm at. Honestly, it's a really good, I don't know, like I'm in a good place. I'm almost done too. All I have to do is add the edges of it. You know, I bought this thing and we're gonna put it on the sleeves and on the bottom, and then we'll be completely done. And I'll have a new little dress for the beach or whatever. Okay, I've talked a little bit too much. Let me just get on with it. Actually, let me just.